Hey everybody, Zach from Primrose Productions here. Just got a quick video for you today. This video is going to be about what to do if your vocal's not standing out enough in your mix. If you have some other aspects of the song fighting with your lead vocal, obviously you don't want that. You want your vocal to be pretty much all the way out front for the whole song. So there's going to be a couple little things you can do to prevent things from fighting with your lead vocal. Anyway, I've been working on this track here. I'm just going to play it for you for a minute.
These are the broken words I used to feel by you. This isn't where I thought I'd be, but I can't live by you. These are unfinished words I used to fill my room. This isn't who I thought I'd be, but I won't live by you. Whoa,
So, yeah, pretty straightforward. Obviously, in this case, the vocals are screams, but if you're not doing metal, if you're just using a regular, clean singing vocal, then these tricks will apply to that too. So, the first thing that I want to show you is at one point in the song, we have a part where the vocal is kind of doubled by a vocoder. We have the main vocal part, and we wanted something a little more melodic in the background. So we have this vocoder part here, and I'll just play you that part real quick so you can hear. Just listen. Like, it fits mostly well, but you'll hear that the vocoder is just fighting with the vocal for the front spot a little too much. So right away you can see that, like I said, the vocoder is fighting with it a little bit. So we have a high version of the vocoder and a lower version of the vocoder, and they're both going into this bus here. So on this bus, we have our normal processing. Those don't really matter for this. But what we did do was we added an extra EQ with a low pass filter, and we just low pass down to 10.93K. I'm going to play you before and after, and just listen to how this makes the vocoder sit back just a little more. This is without. And this is with. So as you can see, you can still hear the vocoder. It's just not fighting with the vocal. It's just sitting back a little more. And a low pass filter is a great way to do that. It just, obviously, I'm sure most of you know what a low pass filter does, but in case you don't, in case you're new to this, low pass filter basically is just cutting off all the frequencies above a certain frequency. So we have this one set to 10.93K, and so everything above that is being chopped off. So what that does is it lets the super high frequencies in the vocals cut through, and it removes them from the vocoder, so it's just the high frequencies from the vocal. So this trick isn't only for things like vocoders and any kind of keyboard pad or synth pad or strings or whatever. You can use this with pretty much anything. So let me show you at another point in the song. We have the main vocals, but we also have some lower growls going on. And those are also fighting with the lead vocal. So here, I'll show you what it sounds like right now. So it's not too bad because it's obviously a lower register there, but it's still fighting with it a little bit. So we have two of the low tracks. We have one pan left, one pan right. So, and I didn't route them to a bus for themselves, so we have to have two on here, one on each track. But as you can see, Just have this one low passed at 8.22K. All right, they're both the same, so I just copied them over. So let's one more time hear them without the low pass filter on.
These are the broken bones I used to build for you. This isn't where I thought I'd be, but I go live like you.
So that was without. When here is with the low pass filter on the low vocals.
These are the broken bones I used to build for you. This isn't where I thought I'd be, but I go live like you.
See, it just helps those lead vocals stick through a little bit more. Just has the lower growls sit just a little bit back. But I actually thought it could use a little bit more separation there. I'm happy with in the overall mix where the low vocals are sitting right now with the low pass. If I low pass them any further, then they would get drowned out by the guitars and everything else. So I don't want to low pass them any further, but I do want the lead vocal to come through more. So what I did is I made a send out of just, you don't have to do it with both, just one of the lower vocals. I made a send, and that send is going to trigger this expander. So I threw an expander on the vocal track. And for those of you that don't know what an expander does, again, it does exactly what it sounds like. It expands the vocals. In this case, it's being triggered by a certain track. So the vocal will sit at its normal level until the other trigger track hits this expander. So when this expander is triggered by the audio coming out of that low vocal track, it'll make the vocal just a little bit louder. So let's hear what it sounds like right now. Again, with the with the low passes on the low vocals and with the expander still off on the main vocal.
These are the broken bones I used to build for you. This isn't where I thought I'd be, but I go live like you.
All right, and now let's hear it with the expander turned on.
These are the broken bones I used to build for you. This isn't where I thought I'd be, but I go live like you.
So again, you can hear that obviously when the low vocals are triggered, it just bumps up the main vocal track just a little bit, just to give it a little extra oomph and push it over the top. And you don't even notice it. It doesn't even sound at all like the main vocal's getting louder. It just sounds, in comparison to the lows, it sounds better to your ears. It sounds more level. And the reason we did this rather than just raise the overall level of the vocal track is because in the rest of the song, I like where the vocals are sitting. I got the vocals to a good level. I just needed them to have a little more energy when the low vocals were there, so it wasn't competing too much. So there you guys go. Like I said, it was a short video, but there's a couple really good tricks to make your vocals sit better in the mix. Just a low pass filter will make another instrument or vocal track sit lower, so it's not competing with the lead vocals. And if they're still competing because you don't want to low pass them further because of other instruments, then you can just throw a send on to an expander on the lead vocal, so it just pops it up a little bit. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you found that helpful. If you've been making some really good music recently and you're looking to get it out there and you want to get it in front of as many people as possible, I want you to go check out my 8 steps to getting your band noticed. It's my free guide. You can just go download it, and it goes over everything that bands need to be doing at this point in time to get their music out there in front of as many people as possible. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you could hit the subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it so you can be notified when new videos come out. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you being here. I'll see you in the next video.